Hello and welcome to the first weekly vlog DC edition. I am getting back into vlogging. I have not been regularly vlogging in a couple of years, and I just went to DC. I've graduated school. I'm currently trying to find a job, but I'm in a new city and I'm doing a lot of fun stuff, and I want to start recording myself again. I moved last week. It was a hectic move. I didn't record a lot of the move actually, or honestly even the decorating, because when I got here I kind of crashed. I got really sick and I spent the whole first week not leaving my place and decorating. So we're totally unpacked, which is great. I showed an apartment tour last vlog, so go check that out. But this I feel is the first week where I can work on my new routine, work on finding a job, work on laying down some roots in this new city, and I'm excited. Brandon went to work, so he's gonna be home around noon for lunch because he literally works a block away, which is so fun, and he only has to go into work twice this week. My week looks like I need to get a job no matter what, or else we will not be able to pay our bills. My goal is to get a serving job, and I need to build my serving resume because it looks like I might need that here. First though, even though I did sleep in, I'm trying to be strict with myself. I want to go to the gym. I drank half of my pre-workout. I got ready for the gym, and there is a gym in my complex. I can look right into it from my room, and I know that it looks pretty empty right now. So I'm gonna go, and it's gonna be a quick workout. It's gonna be arm day, and I want to be back by 12, which gives me a half an hour. It's not going to be anything crazy, but this is first step of starting a good routine. So I went to the gym in my apartment building and it was really nice. I loved it. I went around 11, so no one was really there. I think one other person came in, but it's honestly huge and has everything you'd ever need. I love it. And I literally went and I did a bicep exercise, I did a shoulder exercise, chest exercise, and a tricep exercise. And then call it a day. And it's just so nice because you don't have to I feel I'm always okay, what do I bring? What can I bring in with me? Do I have a lock for the lockers? And all I need to bring with me was my water, phone, and keys. And I just carried them around everywhere. It was just so easy. And in the winter, I'm not gonna have to go outside, so I'm not gonna have to bring sweatpants or something. And it takes me 2 seconds to get down there. It's so nice. I love it. Okay, I did a little makeup. I think I'm gonna keep this low bun, even though it makes my head look really small. And I don't love that, but I don't there's gel in it now and I just don't want to mess with that. I did a little just very light makeup, and now I have to pick out an outfit. I don't think I'm gonna go crazy. This weekend my outfits were so cute. We went to a couple of places around the city and I went all out with my outfits. I kind of just want this to be more chill because I'm just gonna go to a coffee shop for a few hours. But it is also DC and the people dress here wonderfully. So we gotta do something. I don't have a good spot for you in the bedroom yet. At my old place, I had a little windowsill that I would balance you on, and it was right by the window, so it was always good lighting. I don't have that here. I'm leaning towards something like this. The whole key to close here is put together but effortless, you know? So with the slicked back bun situation, I'm thinking bodysuit and dress shirt vibe. Okay, this is the final outfit. I've got my little bag, shoes. I haven't decided on where I'm even gonna go yet. I should probably figure that out. I was gonna go to my favorite place, Tati, but I feel I should try out new places, but there's a really good chance I'll just end up there. Gizmo's being crazed. He's being a little crazy. He doesn't want me to leave. Oh my gosh, he's so crazed. He wants to play so bad. I think I am going to try a new place. It's in French, so this is about to sound horrible, but Le Pain Quotidien. I don't know. But it's supposed to be the bread of the day. And I'm hoping it's not like a sit-down restaurant. I'm hoping it's like you order at a counter and you can go and steady. It did come up when I looked up coffee shop, so that's promising. And it's French, so it should have some little pastries. And I've heard that their coffee cup sizes are very large, so that's perfect. So I have to go. I love you, mans. I love you, little man. He's exploring the world. Okay, so it's a couple days later, but we're doing a very iconic thing that is like quickly becoming a trend with us since moving to DC, and that is going to get snacks at Wawa, which is like basically a gas station store without the gas part, but they do have really good snacks. So it's like 8 o'clock at the moment, and we're about to head out and we'll show you. Also, Gizmo is just obsessed with leaving. He is convinced that he needs to just come with us, and every time we walk towards the door, he tries to come out with us or open the door for us. It's very cute, but also a little sad. I think it's a week.
Oh, okay, well that explains why dog wants to.
Okay, so we made it back from Wawa. It took literally like 10 minutes. And honestly, I forget that I live in a city until I have been leaving lately, because our place is very like secluded from the city. And then I go outside and I was like, oh, I forgot I lived here. But we got chocolate milk and strawberry milk, and it's the best kind of chocolate milk. And then I got these little strawberry panda things, which I'm pretty sure I like. I hope I do. And then Brandon got 2 snacks.
Yeah, because I had a small dinner, so I got this movie theater popcorn.
Nice. It smells really good.
It tastes really good. And I got these Reese's dipped animal crackers. So we're gonna try those out.
Yeah, so now we made our little apartment very nice and cozy. We turned off all the overhead lights, put on a candle, and now it's really, I'm gonna curl up in this blanket, and we're gonna try to finish watching The Last of Us, because we're almost done with the series and it's really good. So that's our night. Okay, it's been a few days and a lot has happened. So basically I got a job. I got a job serving at this restaurant that I really wanted to work at. It's like super busy all the time. It's like bar and grill vibes. Everyone looks super young and cute and nice that works there. And they're open from like 4 until like midnight every night. So like I would just be working the evening, so I have my whole days still. And I've been applying to a lot of things lately. I applied to a lot of restaurants, and then I also applied to some bookstores in the area. And I really, really wanted this job at this one rare bookstore. It would have been so cool, but also it did not pay very well. And ultimately where I'm at right now is I would really like to use my history degree. That's kind of the whole reason we moved here, so that I could work in a museum. So I really do want to work on getting that sort of job. And I feel like with serving, I could keep serving while I work like a part-time internship or something and be able to pay my bills, because whatever I get in history is probably not going to pay very well, definitely at first. So it's a better way to spend my time for sure, but I really wanted this bookseller position. I'll be working with these incredible rare books and like first editions and like these historic documents that they have there, which I have some knowledge in doing when I worked at the archives a couple years ago. So I was overqualified for this position. they got back to me right away, and then I didn't hear from them. And they never, like, the next step was them asking to set up an interview, which they might do this week. But even so, I don't think I'm gonna go, because I don't think I could keep doing it if I got another job, because it's like every day, like a regular like 9 to 5, I'm pretty sure, where serving is like evenings only. So I could probably do both. I don't know. That's just what's been going on, and I got hired on for this serving job, and I'm waiting to hear when I start, probably, if not today, tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. That was just like a huge weight over my head, was like getting a job in DC, and I did it. So I feel like I'm gonna give myself probably like a month to adjust, a little break, and then I'm probably gonna start applying to like career museum jobs, which is gonna be 10 times more stressful, but at least I'm not like dependent on getting a job to pay my bills. So that'll be good. The other thing that I've been doing a lot this week is hanging things on walls. I've just been trying to get my apartment like more settled, I guess, which is kind of tough because we couldn't bring all of our things with us because they wouldn't fit in the U-Haul. So I'm missing like half my art and mostly like my largest pieces, but I really want to start hanging things on the walls. So I'm kind of like taping out and like trying to plan stuff. I'll show you what I have so far. So these are like my favorite things that I've done so far, are these like 4 paintings or prints or whatever. I think it makes this little space look so beautiful. And then I started with a gallery wall over here. The issue is this table I literally grabbed from the trash when we arrived here, and it's definitely not gonna stay, but it's like fine for right now. I would really want to get like an apothecary table, but those are so rare and like so expensive. I'm also struggling with lighting because I have this thing that did have a lamp on it, but I really like that lamp being over here by the desk, which I agree with. But I don't know what to do with this and like what to put on it and where to put it if not right there. I don't know. The gallery wall, this is the School of Athens that I have a print of that will be coming eventually, and I want to continue doing it this way, but I don't know how far or how high to make it because I don't know what's going on with these pieces. Also, just like trying to work out frames and matting is just like such a pain. I really love the frame and matting of this print. My mom did this like a long time ago, and I would love to do something similar for this piece. And also I have these 2 Diego Rivera prints, and I really want to hang those because it reminds me of the DIA, which I grew up, like that was a museum that I grew up going to. And one of my final projects for college, I actually like analyzed these pieces, so I feel like there's some meaning there. Like these like prints of London out of these frames. I was hanging 2 like there and there, but it just was too much of this wall, and I think I'm just not gonna hang up everything I have. Once I have some money to put towards this, I found a website that does custom matting, and I'm gonna order some mats. I saw one that's like all black matting, and that looked really cool, so I might do that for these 2 pieces. And then for this one, I really want to do like a deep red, and I feel like it'll make it very moody and cool. For now though, I think I'm gonna put these in here, and like they just won't look great, but at least they'll be off the ground because then I can hang them on here. So these are the other 2 things that I have for the gallery wall, and this is like a print of the Book of the Dead on like Egyptian papyrus, but we need like a frame or something to hang it with, which I need to order. But I think I could at least hang my Mayan calendar. I also hung this over here. This print, or this whole frame and everything, is my mom. She's had it forever. I don't love the print. It's too Victorian for me. It's too much of my mom's style. Like I've just like grew up looking at it, and I'm like kind of sick of it. So I have this idea where I want to get seasonal prints of the art on the New Yorker magazines and switch them out with the seasons. Like they always have like really pretty fall ones or like really pretty Christmas ones and like whatever, and I'll change them out like seasonally or monthly or whatever. And I really want to put that there, and I think it'll be very bright and it'll contrast with kind of like the moodier, like more antique style of our place. I also have these Da Vinci prints. I have 4 of them. And I did hang them right here, but it almost felt too heavy on this wall with that right there. So I think I'm gonna leave this wall open. And these shelves that I hung up with little like trinkets for my friends, I think I might take down or move and put the 4 Da Vinci prints here. So it's like art on this side and art on this side when you walk in. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these things though. I'm reserving this space here. We have like a big IKEA shelf that like juts out. It's almost like a bookshelf, and we couldn't bring it with us. So I'm saving that wall for that. The bedroom we really haven't done much with. I also want to do a gallery wall with these things on this wall, but we don't have a bed frame yet. We don't have like a side table. We just like really don't have a lot of the big furniture pieces. So it's kind of tough because I don't know like how far to go, but I might just start like really high at the top and tape out the things that I don't have yet and hang what I do, kind of like what I did in the other room. And I also am kind of trying to decide what to do with my records and my record table and stuff, because this is my record table. It's very cute, but I don't have a record stand, and I was just gonna like bring it, like it's in the pile to bring like next time we have people to come to visit us. But for now, I don't really know where to put it. If I should leave it here, but then every time I use it, I have to remove this, or do I just like put it on the ground? Because I was thinking I could like make this little corner like a music corner, but I feel like that really like doesn't go well. Like the record vibe gives more college to me than like the rest of our place, which is very like moody and like academia vibes. We have all our records on the shelf over here, which I'm not mad at, but we also have this really cool art of some of our favorite artists. Brandon and I have had this art. They're by the same artist, but it's Run the Jewels, which is one of Brandon's favorite duos, and Elton John, who is like my all-time favorite. And I've always wanted to get these framed. Oh, hi, Giz. I've always wanted to get these framed and hung like by our records. Brandon also has these like action figures that were made of Run the Jewels, and they're like super, I don't know, limited edition or whatever. And we'd love to display those too, but I don't know how to do that in a way that goes with like the vibe of our place without it seeming like a college dorm. So I need to figure that out today. Okay, I took those out, put those in. They don't fit at all, and they just kind of float around in these frames. But hopefully when I get the proper matting in, they'll be cute. I'm thinking of doing the 2 like here and then 1 above it, so at least they're out of the way and I can order. And I feel like because it looks so horrible, it'll remind me to order the matting sooner rather than later, so I won't forget about it. Okay, this is the entryway at the moment. Do I need 3? Would 3 look better? We have 2 options for the 3rd one. We have some sort of gear machine plan. And we also have the iconic flying machine. I feel like this is like more something to look at. This, just like the writing on this one's a little bit lighter. I give up. I think the 3 definitely looks good. Also, look at just the amount of holes in my apartment. Like, all of them over there. Just from, like, hanging things and, like, not liking how they looked and then taking them off. I measured this out, and it's not even, but I'm tired of doing this, so it's gonna be good enough. This is, like, the little entryway. I feel like it's nice. This is my kitchen. There's not a ton of storage, which honestly hasn't been too much of an issue, except for all of my vitamins, medicine, everything is just on the counter here. And I would really like to put it up here, but at the moment I have all my spices and seasonings up there. I would really like to get an antique spice cabinet and put it on this wall here, but that is money. And I'm thinking at the moment, I'm gonna take the 2 shelves that I just took off the wall by the door and put them here and make kind of like a makeshift spice cabinet. And hopefully that'll make enough room, emptying some of the spices out of that cabinet, to put some of my like vitamins and stuff away, just so I have more counter space, because it's a little compromised at the moment. That actually worked so well. It isn't the most aesthetic thing in the world, but all of my spices fit on there. I'm about to use this up as fast as I can. There's only a little bit left, but I feel like once I get rid of that, it's gonna look even more aesthetic. And then look at all the room I have, and I'm definitely gonna be able to fit at least most of my vitamins up there. And it fit perfectly. Look at that, absolutely perfect. And now the only thing I have over here is the silverware that doesn't fit into the drawer. This is my girl dinner. It's white bread that I got from the farmer's market yesterday, but it was unsliced, so I just had to slice it, and that could have gone better. But I'm eating like the janky pieces that I messed up and the stale ends of the bread with a little bit of lemon curd on them. I'm just watching Seinfeld right now, which has been my current nostalgia show. I think it's like the city aspect of it that makes me very excited to be living in a city now. And also it's funny. I think I'm gonna fold some laundry, and I'm also gonna start making dinner, because since we're trying to save money, I haven't been getting HelloFresh and having to get really creative. But to be honest, I'm kind of proud of myself. I've done well so far. Like, I've been cooking meat like on my own and coming up with like ideas. But I'm gonna do like a little chicken crock pot situation, and I'll show you how I do it. I'm going to show you how to make a crock pot chicken. You can use any marinade. My mom just taught me this a couple weeks ago. And honestly, it's so easy. You can get this frozen chicken from Trader Joe's. It comes with 3 giant pieces. So you need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then you throw 1 chicken breast in there. Make sure that it's frozen. See, look at how huge that is. Dude, that doesn't even fit in the crock pot. It's so big. Look at this. Cool. And then you put a seasoning on it. So last time I used a barbecue sauce, and this time I'm gonna do soyaki, which is from Trader Joe's. I think it's teriyaki and soy. It's got some little sesame seeds in it. And my mom says to fill it like so that it just covers the chicken, but obviously the chicken barely fits into the pot, so we'll probably use like half of this container. And that way you don't have to worry about defrosting, you don't have to worry about marinating. It just does it. And then the longest part is it takes 3 hours to cook, but it's not like you're doing anything in that time. You do want to put it on high, and you just let it sit. Super cheap, super easy. Ready, guys? Usually Gizmo isn't this good at playing fetch. He loves to play fetch with a spoolie, but usually he brings it to me like halfway and then wants to play with it by himself, or he wants you to just kind of like throw it around near him. But he has not like been this good about bringing it back ever. He's so cute. Look at him. Oh, thanks. He's like a dog. You ready, Giz? You're so cute. Ready? Oh my god. Also, please ignore this mess that's in my room. I've been throwing stuff in here all day, and I'm finally gonna get to cleaning it. I'm looking a little bit ratty, but let's be real, I didn't even get ready today. Brandon came home from work, and we ended up running to the store. We wanted to get a few groceries. I made a delicious dinner tonight. You saw me make the chicken, and the chicken was so good. I had just like microwavable white rice, so that was like took minutes to make, and then I had a bag of green beans, like frozen green beans from Trader Joe's, so I just like cooked those up real fast. And I put the rice in the bowl, I shredded the chicken, and it was like the perfect amount between the two of us. And I put some of like the leftover sauce that the chicken was cooking in, like in the rice too. And then I put salt and pepper on the green beans and put those on, and then I put yum yum sauce on it, and it was genuinely so good, and I'm definitely making that again. It was so easy. Now our day's kind of coming to a close. Brandon's in the shower right now, and I have the bin of Halloween decorations, and it's been out for a few days now. All my friends have decorated. Usually I am like decorating in August, but obviously my August was pretty busy moving across the country. And my issue is like back home in Michigan, it's very chilly. Like it is fall weather. Everyone's like wearing sweaters. Everyone's like long decorated for fall, like very fall mood. Here it's still like 85 degrees and it's not fall vibes whatsoever. But I really like my fall decorations, and I know when it comes to like after Halloween, I'm gonna be in the Christmas spirit, and I want to have my fall decorations out for as much as I can. So I'm just thinking of like opening the bin. Another issue is that like this place is very small, and it's always fun to decorate a new place for me. I love figuring out where to put the new things, but it's easily feeling claustrophobic with the amount of trinkets I already have. So I think I'm just gonna look through and maybe like put out a couple things, you know, put out my very favorites. We have some window clings. I think these would be cute for the bathroom. And I have just a ton of pumpkins. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Should we put out some fall stuff? We're officially DC locals because we just came from Trader Joe's and we're carrying all our groceries back. And this is a whole probably month's worth of at least like frozen foods and snacks. That's a lie. It's a good 2 weeks worth.
I wish it was.
I wish it was a month's worth. But we lasted like, just with the little streets market that we have close to us, we lasted a whole month before we had to go, 3 weeks before we had to go to Trader Joe's again. Because it's kind of more of a hike, it's like a half mile. But here we are, we're doing it. And it's not too bad.
Sure.
It's a little workout.
That's me and Giz.
because for her these elements are very important.
So the last few clips that you've seen, it's been a little bit, and we're at Art in DuPont. And
Art all night.
Art all night, and specifically in DuPont where we live. But basically all the embassies are open, or most of the embassies are open. A bunch of art studios are open, and it's all like free to enter. There's like fire dancers in the center of the circle. It's just fun. So we're all like dressed up, going around all the different places. And we just went to the Portugal embassy and like a hotel that had like a Mexican American exhibit. Very cool. And now we're off to find some more. Very fun night.
Of a 75 caddy with rusted hinges. Watch him and his flag in some lye. Stick a diamond needle in his eye.
What would I do if I entered that? If you look through that, you can see George Washington's ghost and he points you to the treasury.
What? Brandon, interpret this photo. So we made it back from the Art at DuPont and it was so fun. But we ended up going to a bunch of different art galleries. We ended up like meeting a lot of artists and seeing their work and their stories. And then we also got to go to one embassy and see art that was being shown there. And what else did we do? Oh, there was this one place that was probably my favorite, and it was an art gallery, but there was like this big exhibition, and it was like the flight, you know how the flights like flick through, and like little like boarding passes, and it was like interactive, and it was all about like how immigration is like a temporary thing here in the United States. Very cool. And then the room next to it, there was like this guy who was doing there were a couple of guys that were doing poetry, and there was a bass guitarist who was like playing along with them, and it was so moving. It was so incredible. That was probably the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. But now we're back. It was such a fun night, and now I'm gonna unbox my trash can because this has been our trash situation since we moved in. This has been our trash situation. We hang it on this door. It's not great, but I just got this trash can off of Amazon, and it's hopefully gonna be kind of cute, like an elevated trash can, and I'm hoping it fits right there. So let's unbox it. So this is where I was thinking it would go, and like it fits pretty well, and I'd probably like center it, but it's not like a perfect fit, so I might see if it looks better against that wall. I honestly think I might like it here better, but that feels like a little bit more centered and out of the way. So there it is. This one I got from Amazon, and it was $99. It definitely is like an investment that you have to make every few years because trash cans get gross and get beat up. But at least this one, like, I feel okay spending that money because at least it's cute and it brings like a little aesthetic touch to the kitchen. So yeah, hopefully it holds up. I do just want to tie up some loose ends because I feel like I started showing you guys stuff and then like didn't really finish it. And also, excuse my place, I haven't been home. I've been working like the past week, 2 weeks straight. So I'm gonna clean it all tomorrow, but it is like, this is its natural state that you're gonna see. But I did want to show you how my pictures ended up, like hanging them, and also my fall decorations. So I'm really making a point of decorating for Halloween only because I have a lot of fall decorations that are more like Thanksgiving-y, and I'm gonna try really hard not to put up my Christmas tree until after Thanksgiving this year. These ones are strictly Halloween because it is officially October tomorrow, so this is their month, but it's gonna change in November. We're gonna have fall decorations part 2, but this is what we've got so far. I just put my like candy corn garland around because I didn't really have anywhere else to put it, so it's fine. This continues to be my favorite part of the apartment. I love the frames there. I love the bookshelf. It's just so good. I have tried to decorate with various things, like this little fox was over here, but that's Gizmo's #1 enemy, so he is quarantined up there where he cannot get him. The skeleton we usually find on the ground. That pumpkin we usually find on the ground, but for now it's there. Gizmo hates the fall decor. We have a little bat up there. In the bedroom, I tried to make it really cozy. I put this little plaid thing here, which I honestly love, and it's usually a table runner, but we don't have a table, so it worked perfectly here. I have some more pumpkins, a little ghost bear. There's usually a little monster that sits on this pumpkin, but that's the culprit. Don't know where he is. Also, I have my pumpkin garland that I love, but Gizmo thinks that's his new favorite toy, so I've had to like throw it up there so it just like doesn't even look cute, and like I think I'm just gonna put it away because what's the point? Yeah, unless Gizmo gets in the Halloween spirit, that's the state of the decor right now. He's just not letting it happen. This here is my new favorite thing that I did. I left our record stand at home because it didn't fit in the U-Haul, and I had this like table I like repainted. It's like marble, it's really tall and skinny. I didn't really know what to do with it, but I needed a record table, so I turned it into a record table, and I honestly love it, and I love it better than like the old one that we had. But that's basically the state that everything's in right now. I've just been super busy with work. I started a new job and I've been working like almost every single day, and it's great because I can like catch up on my bills and like money is nice, but I've just been exhausted and have been doing nothing else. So I am really glad I got this place into like shape before and kind of got settled before things got too crazy for me. But yeah, that's basically been it. So I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. This has been the official like first vlog of living in DC. It's been kind of all over the place, but very fun, and expect a lot more vlogs like this coming up next.